Okay, there we go. Fully live for episode 41 of Candlekeep Mysteries after a 2 week break.
We're back.
We're back. We have vague memories of what happened last time, yes. Yeah, you confronted Imra Pine Blossom and had a little bit of a sparring match with them, but in the end, you all kind of made it out, but not before you they agreed to kind of leading you towards where you could find the urn containing the remains of the slain Yellowcrest family members. So you were able to put those to rest, which allowed Salam to fulfill his kind of quest to Saloon and get some fancy new armor. So now he is a chosen of Saloon, I guess, and yeah, is out here representing Saloon. Can you input? Oh, you missed something. Oh, yeah, I'll grab that in a second. Yeah, so
no rush.
yeah, very good. Chosen of Saloon up in this group. Very powerful, very good stuff. Yeah, so you all kind of headed back after taking care of things. You're looking to start the process of setting up your blacksmith over here. That's good. Where else? Yeah. So you kind of reported in, and then you were kind of just going about your business in a quiet area, and then suddenly, where was it? In a quiet area, yeah. A kind of portal to another plane, or what looked to be another plane, kind of opened up in the air, and out popped a Earth Genasi along with a book, which is our new PC in the group, Agatha Hillies, courtesy of Sound and the Horn. So yeah, and the last thing they remember is having the book, maybe looking into it, but they can't quite remember what was inside it. They recalled being on another place, big forest, fighting a group of berserkers who seemed to kill her, but then she found herself being thrown back here in this place. I think that's more or less where we left off. Did I miss anything? Any of you guys remember anything while I re-import Salam?
Oh.
No?
I'm stuck in the gray screen for Foundry. I don't know what's
Oh,
going
really?
on.
Ugh.
Yeah, me too. I can't see Candlekeep.
Okay, hold on. Let's see about that. Okay, default. Okay, so imported Salam. Let's see. Maybe if I switch scenes with something small. Yeah, here. Let's pull all here and see if that fixes anything. Do you see what's going on anywhere?
Yeah.
Can everyone see?
And no, it's still all gray with the little anvil in the top left.
Okay, maybe I need to replace Kane then.
I can see.
How about now, Kane?
I just refreshed it.
Okay.
One moment. No, I'm gonna try the link again.
Okay.
That's a Napster for a second.
Maybe go back to here.
Candlekeep is still gray.
Like entirely?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Maybe try unpausing it. I don't know.
Maybe. Slight technical difficulties start things off.
No, she's still great. I mean, it's not like we really need to see Candlekeep anyway. Unless there's gonna be a fight in Candlekeep.
Not that I know of. Yeah. So you find you're in one of the halls of the keep. Agatha comes spilling out. You had some brief discourse between each other. This is more or less straight after the first reporting to the Keeper of Tomes. So yeah, this has kind of just suddenly happened. And so yeah, that's kind of where we'll pick things up. So yeah, over to you guys.
How much conversation have we had with? Sorry, what's your character's name? Sound? Agatha. How much conversation have we had with them? Like any, or did they just show up?
I believe there's been a bit. Yeah, you fill us in. Sound.
We talked about how I had, the book and how someone would like to see it because I just kind of showed up here, sort of unannounced and invited, and that's sort of not something you do without like a gift of knowledge. So a book.
Gotcha. Okay.
So yeah, I would say Agatha doesn't really know they're in the Candlekeep at the moment.
Well, they said the name Candlekeep.
Oh, okay, that's all right. Yeah, you'll probably you might have heard of it, but yeah, maybe you don't know too much about it currently. But yeah, the group knows that you should have paid, given some sort of book or piece of knowledge or something along those lines, perhaps a scroll or something to gain entry to the keep. So your teleporting into here is very out of the ordinary, especially with the kind of magic defenses that the keep typically has as well. So something's definitely afoot.
I think we need to take Agatha to the Keeper right away. He'll know what to do.
So does Agatha.
Please come with us.
Yeah. Alright. Does Agatha have the book for themselves at the moment, yeah?
Yeah, I think we let them hold on to it.
Okay. So, yeah, you escort Agatha to the Keeper of Tomes study then.
And just a warning, no tricks, we'll be watching you.
Okay. So, yeah, you go back to the study and knock on the door. It's a short pause and then you are asked to enter. So you will enter inside here. Still isn't loading for Swirl Daddy. Can't even access your sheet. Okay, let me have a look here. Where's Kane? Let's look at your permissions.
Way to go, Swirl Daddy. 7.
I know, man. I know.
Oh, I haven't upgraded you from Misguided the name. I'll need to do that. It says you're the owner of Kane. So let me have a look.
Yeah, it's just like not letting me in the server.
Ugh. Maybe if I give you the invitation again, hold on.
Try a different browser, maybe?
Just,
That's what worked for me with Roll20 the other
hold
day.
on. Let me just switch the screen so I don't paste this and everyone sees it. Hold on. Europe. There we go. Okay, there we go. Did you get that? Try, is it the same one as before? Has it changed for you at all? Yeah, try a different browser or something. It shows you as... are you in? You're not on the map though. I've got everyone else except you.
Keep going. I'll figure it out. I got the stream up, so I'm watching from there too.
Okay, alright. So yeah, everyone enters the study. Janus looks up and says, yeah, What are you guys doing back so soon? And kind of clicks his fingers. Who's the Genasi there? You weren't with you
Been
before.
a development.
She'll step forward and she'll give a bow and she'll say, Agatha Hillis.
Uh-huh. And I'm Janusi, keeper of the tomes here at the keep. Bit of a, I guess you could say I run things around here, and I'm not aware of, well, I know who you are now, but I don't really know why you're here or how you got in here.
You literally just popped in.
Keenerin,
Like,
maybe you should tell the story.
Well, it's just as they said. Just 1 minute they weren't, and the next they were. We did question them quite a bit. We found out that they, for the most part, don't sound like they're a threat to us. But they did come with a.
and you're
something that might
basing
be of
this.
interest.
What are you basing this non-threat decision on?
Sounded like they were going through their own troubles.
I see.
And they've been quite cooperative thus far.
Well, normally you're meant to pay a price to get in here, and even then you shouldn't be this deep inside the keep. Anyway, suppose you could give your offering.
Yes, I didn't even think about the fact that perhaps they were an agent sent to kill the Keeper of Tomes. You're not, are you?
Oh.
No. I mean,
Yeah, I can handle myself in a little tussle, but
I
no.
must say, it would be quite foolish to try to make a play on the keeper while the hand's in his presence.
Indeed, indeed.
Yes,
You might
Kane
want
will-
to you might want to explain that hand thing before she thinks we're a bunch of weirdos.
Is
Kane
it
will-
the hand or the fingers? I forget which one. It's so confusing these days.
the feet.
I
Oh, that's right. Yeah, we are the keeper's toes.
honestly cannot remember anymore. Where did I write this down?
It's hands. It's keeper's hands.
Keep changing
It's a
it so
group.
much. Keep his hands, that
Finger?
sounds about right.
Fingernails.
It's
Uh-huh.
a group of fixers, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
And that's us.
Yeah, to keep his hands.
It's on the pin.
It's
on
yeah,
the
you all
pin we
have
have.
you all have fancy pins. I remember that much. So yeah, you guys explained that you're the keeper's hands. You're working through the keep, kind of doing whatever jobs you're kind of asked to do, and upholding the keep and its safety and its reputation is probably part of that. So yeah.
Keeper, might I suggest that we keep her in our company so that we can keep a close eye on her? Perhaps we can get closer, get to know her a little bit better, and make a judgment later. But for now, we essentially babysit her.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, maybe I can also keep an eye on you myself. Yeah.
I'm sure you have far more important things to do than babysitting, Keeper.
Yeah, I've probably got some things, but I'm sure a little rune to make sure she doesn't get up to any mischief wouldn't go amiss until you gain your correct entry. I mean, do you have
Well,
anything tasty on you? That's a nice little book or something.
when I woke up, I found this tome in my possession, and she'll hold up the Lore of LaRue. If you require to take a look at it, I have no objections.
Yeah, it will probably come to me eventually, but if you handed it to the hands, they can get it cataloged, and then I'll be able to look into it myself at some point. It does look very grand. Very nice cover there, and interesting image on the front there. Perhaps you guys can look into that for me, and then let me know. I still need to go over the report from your last mission. Yes, and then there's a few things I need to take care of. It's coming, it should be the end of the month just about now, so you should be receiving your payment, and maybe the
About
bonus
time.
for, oh, okay. Bonus for the books you recovered. They're very nice, and yeah. Never really addressed it, but there's also some paperwork you snuck in here trying to set up a business or something.
That's completely in favor of the keep, as you see.
Mm-hmm.
The devil's in the details, dear keeper.
Devil.
We found a master elvish blacksmith.
Yeah.
And he is interested in setting up a secondary shop here.
I mean, we already have a blacksmith, but
You have a curmudgeon of a blacksmith, let's
Yeah.
be honest.
Yeah, and let's be honest. It'd be really funny if he had competition from an elf.
he kind of fails to hide a smirk. Well, you know, as long as they buy or rent the property where they'll be working out of, that's fine for me. And yeah, you know how dwarves can be stubborn with their ways. A bit of competition might be good for him. Yeah. I'll start processing this paperwork, and we can get that all set up. And yeah, Salam, fancy new armor you got there. Seems to be radiating a lot of magic. Where'd you come across that then?
I just brushed my shoulders off.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you know, here and there. It's a gift from my goddess.
Oh yeah? How's she doing these days?
Wonderful.
That's good to know. Well, as long as your godly duties don't get in the way of the keep's duties, carry on. So, yeah, maybe question this, Agatha, was it? Miss Hillies? Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on her.
Yes, yeah. Question her a bit more, see what's up, where she's come from, where she's going, what's up with that book, and yeah, I'll get started on the paperwork.
Is that a unicorn on the front of that book?
Wow. Whoa. Yeah, it definitely looks like one. Yeah, maybe you can start with that.
That's interesting.
Yeah, there should be a free study somewhere if you want to go look into that. Maybe send Sadwick, yeah, send that one to do some research if you need. I don't know.
Did you call him Sadwick?
What?
That's not very nice.
His name, isn't it?
It's Chadwick. He is a valued member of our team now.
Now? He wasn't before?
He's grown on us.
Oh, how about that, Chadwick? You're moving on up. Yeah, keep up the good work.
You know,
you guys as well.
I saw a unicorn once in the Feywild. I don't know what it was doing there, but I saw it for just a brief second.
Yeah.
And then it was gone.
It's a rare thing, that. So yeah, look into that book, look into this Agatha lady, and yeah, fill me in later on what you find. Sounds good?
One last thing. How is that research gone on your end? The whole prophecy.
Yeah,
Hey,
the prophecy.
what you say around Agatha?
I
I
mean,
literally don't know her.
yeah, maybe we can talk about that later. Nothing too big yet, but we've got
yeah, I
our
just meant
best
to know if
guys
you
and
could-
gals on it. And yeah. Yeah, Agatha, you didn't hear anything about a prophecy, yeah? We don't need to rearrange what you just heard up there, yeah?
Every soothsayer has a prophecy. I wasn't asking for specifics, just if anything had been.
Yeah, huh. Okay. good chat. I'll let you know if I
chat.
find anything. And you'll
Good
let me
job,
know
first.
when you get to the bottom of this Agatha and how she got into here without me knowing or coming through the
So-
proper entrance.
Are we keeping the book, or did we hand the book over?
Have a look in, see if it's any more, if it's connected. But if it's just a book, we can say she gave that on the way in and make sure the breach of security doesn't get out.
He always lets us
I-
poke around the books first if there might be danger.
Oh, hopefully there's no
would,
danger.
I would also maybe check on your magical wards around this place. Because I think they might be weakening or something. Or else something very powerful wanted Agatha here.
Very true. I will put someone on that. Yes, yes. Thank you for the advice. Yes, you're dismissed. And he kind of waves you away, or you all away. Okay.
Got dismissed.
Well, now to
Okay. So yeah, you could all find like a small little study somewhere, if you wanted to question Agatha further or look into the book.
Kane will take a look at the book.
I will not be taking a look at the book.
Oh, why is that?
Oh, you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's scared of unicorns.
Maybe.
I'd be
knows?
scared of them too.
I
They
just-
got horns.
I want to look at it and see what language it is in.
So you're looking inside or on the cover?
Does it have writing on the cover?
Let's have a proper look here. So yeah, so looking at the tome, it's large, 12 inches wide, 16 inches tall. It looks to contain hundreds of pages. Yeah. Let's see. It doesn't seem to have anything marked on it in the way of a title. Let me just double check there. It doesn't look like it has a title on it on the front, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, you could look into the emblem on the front. Well, yeah, so you could talk to Agatha. You could look into the book. Yeah.
Miss Hilsey, you said that you had this book, but you do not know what it is.
Yes, but yes.
Are you hiding from something, Agatha? Are you on the run from something?
The opposite, I think. I was on a mission to track down a rogue mage of some description that stole something from a very irate librarian. I'd found them, but then I'd sort of... Well, it gets fuzzy from there. I found myself in a forest plain of some description. I was assaulted, and now I'm here with the book.
Okay. Kind of step in there. So yes, I found the bit. I was sure it did have a title on it. So yeah, on the front is the emblem of the unicorn, and then on the spine is the title of the book, Law of LaRue. So yeah, there is a title on there, and it is in common, I believe.
Okay, yeah, I won't be looking at the book.
Okay.
So you're some sort of plains hopper, Miss Hilsey? Elise?
No. I think they had something to do with how I ended up where I ended up.
It almost seems kind of similar to what happened to me, minus the stealing something from a mage and the mage doing something to me.
You're from the... Well, perhaps we shouldn't go into specifics. Never mind.
Yeah.
Are we housing a criminal is what I'd like to know.
No.
How can we
I just
be
look at-
sure that you're not some deranged derelict on a detour of destitute?
Good insight check. Huh?
Oh, a lot of alliteration there.
I'll look to Kane. It's a little late to keep the criminals out.
I know, as we keep telling you to behave, but you can't seem to get a hold of yourself.
Look into my eyes, Agatha, and tell me that you are not a criminal and that your intentions are above board.
Kane will
Agatha-
insight this shit.
Agatha will look into Salam's eyes and she will say, I was doing mercenary work to hopefully bring up funds so I may bring my orphanage that I run with my partner out of the red.
Oh. Okay, insight check.
Yeah, Kinoran wants to do that too.
I rolled a 9.
Wow.
For the
26. I mean,
I'm
yeah.
just watching.
26,
watching her
21.
hands,
That's
make sure
very high.
Make sure she doesn't go for that staff.
So yeah. Agatha, were you telling Porky Pies?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not. It was the honest truth. Yes. Very good. So yeah, Agatha seems to be telling the truth entirely there. So yeah.
Well, seems to check out.
Well, I'm sorry you're stuck away from home. Where is home for you?
Well, I'm originally from Waterdeep. I signed on with the army and was sent over to Neverwinter, but was discharged after a judgment call. But I stayed in Neverwinter, and, well, that's where I lived, at least.
Waterdeep to Neverwinter, that's quite a trek.
Well,
It is. And we were in Waterdeep not too long ago.
this was years ago. It was when they were in the midst, or perhaps in the start of rebuilding their city, so they called for aid from Waterdeep, and I was sent along.
And now you run an orphanage with your partner?
Discharged.
Hmm?
Run that one by us again?
I was removed from my active duty after I made a judgment call. I was a field medic.
Sure. But what's that about running an orphanage?
I decided to stay in Neverwinter, and I had met my partner there, Paige, and we started the orphanage together after she shared her wanting to help the displaced children of the city.
Quite a commendable thing to do.
A noble cause, one that we hope we can send you back to swiftly. But you quite literally breached one of the hardest places to get into in the known world. We're just gonna have a quick interview before we can send you back.
I don't know what else to tell you other than it's not my fault.
What are your goals as of now? What do you want?
I just wanted to get money. so I could pay the guild so that we wouldn't have to lose the kids.
No, I mean, as of right now, what are your goals? Do you want to go back to Neverwinter, to your orphanage? Do you want to stay here? Do you want to do something else? What do you want to do?
Well, Candlekeep, where exactly is this?
It's partway in between Waterdeep and Neverwinter, probably closer to the Waterdeep side on the coast.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I thought it was a little further south than that, but
I don't fucking know.
I'm not looking at the fucking map.
Where was green first?
Isn't it?
Well, it took us a
Candlekeep?
while to
Yeah.
it took us a while to get to Waterdeep.
So, if you're
Right, I think
familiar
we
with the
I
map
think
of
we went
Faerun,
north.
it's close to the Cloud Peak, so it's near on the coast. If you just like follow the coastline down from Waterdeep, you'll like find Candlekeep.
Yeah, so Waterdeep is north, and I'm pretty sure Neverwinter
Oh,
is even
Waterdeep
further
is north. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm pretty
I
sure
thought it was. What city am I thinking of that's south?
Baldur's Gate?
Baldur's Gate.
That's what it is.
Yeah, like Neverwinter is very far
Oh.
north. Only Luskin's farther up.
Baldur's Gate is like.
Once you,
Uh,
it's
yeah.
south, but also to the east because it goes by a river.
Is
yeah.
Am the one I'm thinking of? Is Am farther
Am
south?
is like southeast,
Yeah, that's the one I was thinking
like
of.
over the Cloud Peaks.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Mm.
Yeah, and I don't think Am is considered to be part of the Sword Coast anymore. It's its own country.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong.
I'm not sure about that. But yeah, you're quite a ways from home. That's for sure.
Maybe a week or two, if you can get permission to take a griffin.
Mm.
But several months if you're forced to go on horseback. I mean, years
Whoa.
on foot.
Isn't Neverwinter on the coast as well?
You could get a ship.
There's always.
Wouldn't ship be the fastest way to get home?
I don't like boats.
Okay, well that doesn't apply to all of us.
Mhm.
Didn't the keeper say that you were on his payroll?
He did.
Indeed.
Give her a suspicious look.
And I'd also like to point out that I don't think the keeper would allow us to let our friend just vanish overnight. We need to at least keep an eye on her for a little while to make sure that she's not a threat, didn't have any connection to get through the wards. So unfortunately, I believe for the time being, I think you're going to be sticking with us. But until we can figure out your true intentions and such, I'm sure we can pay for your time if money is what you seek.
Can you handle yourself in a fight? What are your skills?
Look at her. That stick, she's clearly a wizard.
I'm trained for hand-to-hand and general close quarters.
So not a wizard.
Not a wizard.
Perhaps she has a bad back and needs walking assistance.
No. And she'll kind of take the quarterstaff and do some tricks with it, and she'll say, "That's not what it's used for." But when I prove to you and the keeper that I am, who I say I am, and everything is above board, I think I might want to stick around with you for a little while longer, because, well, searching for work was kind of tough, and this just kind of fell into my lap, if you see what I mean.
How much gold do you need to make in order to get the orphanage back into the black?
No small amount.
How much time do you have for such a task? We're paid monthly.
And sometimes it feels longer.
And sometimes he docks pay.
Wow.
We were given 2 years.
2 years, that's loads of time.
Oh, that's a long time.
Yeah, it's very generous.
You've got quite the bank there. Most banks aren't so lenient.
Yes, well, I don't think putting an orphanage out of business would look good on a bank, so I'm sure they were extra lenient.
Everyone knows banks are known for their warm-heartedness.
Yeah, and their philanthropy.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, yeah, we learned a bit more here. So you could continue to question, you could look in the book, you could send Chadwick to maybe send a message to the city to maybe look into the orphanage. You could look into maybe, I'm not sure, there might be some books on there, like a registrar or like kind of that kind of thing within the keep perhaps.
Chadwick.
Yes,
Chadwick.
yes. He was kind of zoning out, thinking about
Oh, great.
something.
Someone else is gonna get special treats, not except me.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, what, yeah.
Do you or anyone you know have any contacts in Neverwinter
Neverwinter.
that we could perhaps send a sending spell to have them check out this orphanage and make sure that this story is all above board?
Not personally, but I'm sure I could find someone in here. We have people from all over the realm, so yes, I could go find someone and get a message sent over. Shall I take care of that now?
Keenerin, what do you think? We should probably do that, right?
Yes, I believe doing a bit of research just to corroborate the story. Get all the details nice and wrapped up tight.
Yes. I'll make a note.
We understand you say that you don't know what's going on here, Agatha, and everything, and we apologize for the abundance of caution, but I'm sure you can understand our position when somebody just magically appears in one of the most heavily magically warded places on the Sword Coast.
Also, when we have single-handedly cleaned up Candlekeep, when we got here, people were down from books and all sorts of things that were abnormal. And since we've been here, look at this. People are happy and feeling safe, and then you come and you mess up our streak.
There has been at least 3 people who died from a book.
Chadwick looks especially happy. So yeah, Chadwick's kind of taking out a scroll. So Agatha Hillies, yes. And the name of your orphanage?
You wouldn't be able to remember it if you tried, but
I have a good memory.
Most everyone in the city just knows it as Paige and Agatha. So if you need to ask anyone,
okay.
that's the name.
Yes.
And writing it down on a piece of paper.
Yeah,
I think I remember that.
Yeah, he's kind of noting it out. You give like the general name of it and the address and where it can be found, and you can give the name of the bank that you need to pay it back to. So you give all the details that will allow Chadwick to kind of like check its the validity of your story.
Perhaps we should allow Agatha to send a personal message to their partner as well as part of this. I'm sure that would be a nice thing to do for them.
Maybe once we validate her trustworthiness, who knows? Maybe she could send a coded message that they've infiltrated the keep. And Chadwick kind of looks at Agatha suspiciously.
I trust them enough for them to send a message to their partner for now.
Chadwick kind of looks over to Keenerin, and he's like,
What about a compromise where we take dictation? Her words, our letters.
Whatever the hands say. And he gets out another piece of paper and kind of looks to you. Dictate away.
Well, yeah, if you guys are gonna, interpret a message, she'll just kind of say, well, tell her, well, I've gotten a bit far from home. Don't know when I expect to be back, but it'll take some time. I've found some work.
Alright, yeah, so he notes this down. Okay, I will...
Keep everyone comfortable.
Oh, he starts writing again. Anything else? Alright, okay. So yeah, I'll get this sent over post-haste, and when I get a reply and can confirm the truth of all of this, I'll bring the information back to you. And yeah, so he kind of goes off to do that. So yeah, you're kind of just in the kind of private area with just the 5 of you now.
Well, there's no reason you can't make yourself comfortable, at least. We'll keep an eye on you, but you haven't been made our prisoner. Lodgings, I point towards the House of Rest, is over there. Food can be found at the hearth. If you're the praying sort, temples that way.
There's a bathhouse.
Bathtub.
Yeah.
Bathtub, blue building. Don't go towards the gate. They don't know who you are. That should about cover it.
Yeah, they're the general
behind
places.
us. The pillars behind us are for study. I don't have much of a need to go there.
Alright, so yeah, you kind of have a handle on Agatha now, so are you going to look into the book or kind of just wait for a reply first?
I thought Kane said he was looking into the book.
Oh, has Kane been looking into the book during this?
Yeah, I just didn't roll for it because at the time I couldn't roll
All right.
anything.
I mean, yeah. If when the title is mentioned, you're looking it over it, and you kind of look over the title and maybe read it out loud. So yeah, Law of Larue. Yeah. So everyone can do a religion check on that.
Yeah, I guess I'll give it a try. Sometimes religion makes it over 2
Why are
points.
religion checks intelligence?
Because you got to be smart.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, where's religion in the alphabet?
Because they have to give intelligence something. Same thing with nature.
Investigation, history, arcana. I mean, those are pretty strong. Nature. Intelligence has a shitload of skills.
Okay, let's see. So yeah, Kane and Azza, you kind of put your heads together and you kind of come up with some details. So yeah, you kind of talk about what you have maybe heard in the past, and you come to the idea that you have heard of Larue, the unicorn, and Larue the unicorn is typically a lesser deity. She's thought to be the daughter of Saloon as well, and yeah, has strong ties to how's this, Meliki, god of the forest. Yeah, and so it kind of tracks with the kind of emblem that's on the front of the cover as well.
Well, if she's the daughter of Saloon, I feel like I would definitely know about her.
Yeah, I guess
think
you've heard the name, but maybe you don't know too much about her since you're maybe more focused on Saloon or something. So maybe you've heard the name in passing, and it kind of clicks into place once Azza and Kane start talking about this.
I'm pretty sure I've seen shrines set aside for this deity around the temples for Saloon and the forest one. on my travels around the Sword Coast. I guess I don't know much more than that, other than I guess it's a unicorn.
Yeah, so yeah, talking more, you know that LaRue took on the mantle of Mistress of Moonlight, and kind of works alongside humans and elves and other talking beasts within the forest, within general light wooded forest area, so very strong ties to nature. So kind of like a general kind of guardian kind of role. Yeah.
I wonder if the unicorn that I saw was actually LaRue herself. Interesting.
Well, have we identified what language it's written in?
You haven't opened it up yet.
Oh, I
Kane
thought
will
we
open
did.
up. Yeah, Kane will
All
open
right.
it up.
Yeah. So you can open it on up. Let's
And I
see.
have the helm of comprehend languages still.
Ooh.
Okay. So yeah, you open it up, and a few sentences in common appear on the first page. They weren't there as soon as you opened it, but it kind of appeared as you opened, as if someone was writing it word by word. And it kind of reads as follows. Our story starts during the time leading up to the winter solstice, on the final night of Uktar in the year 374 DR. A nearly full moon rises behind wispy clouds as a star-speckled sky darkens against a fading horizon. It seems silent and still, here in the heart of the forest. But to anyone who knows the forest well, that silence can be misleading. When you are ready to proceed, turn the page.
Kane will turn the page.
Well, I'm not ready.
Okay, so when you turn the page, the book starts to glow briefly, and you all feel yourselves just dragged towards Kane as he kind of turns this page. Perhaps you heard him kind of mumbling under his breath as he was reading this, or maybe he was reading it a bit more out loud. But then you definitely notice the glow of the book start, and then you feel the pull of the book, and you find yourselves just pulled into a center, and then you feel your body just kind of thrown with a great deal of force into just the unknown. Okay.
Still didn't get paid.
All right.
Womp
Where
womp.
are we? Let me find in the right
Sorry, we'll get
place.
paid double when we come back.
We weren't ready.
Yeah, we were not ready. I had stuff I wanted to do.
All right. Well, Kane turned the page. All right. Let's get you on here, and then yeah,
Son of a bitch.
I will. Oh no, Chadwick's not here. Let's get Kane.
Oh, no Chadwick this time. He's gone.
Well, he's doing his thing while you.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's off doing something else.
Yeah. So yeah, don't move just yet. Let me just make sure everything's ready. So yes, when you there, blah blah blah, you're kind of pulled into here.
Don't worry. If we jump into my book to get us to the spa, we'll get to the spa.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll have to figure out where we're going from there.
Hope this map loads.
It should do. It's very small. Well, it should be.
98%.
Oh, it's a bit bigger than I remember. That's fine. Let's see. And it should be this part here. Yeah, there might be a fair bit of map hopping for this bit. So So yeah, I'll kind of see what we see. So yeah, so you're kind of pulled into this place, and you find yourself just thrown in with great force into a place unknown to you. You all land, and you found yourselves. So you're kind of just dropped into this area, very, very natural, beautiful, kind of meadowy kind of place. And
I just see gray.
yeah, I think it still might be loading, or maybe do you need
Yeah,
light?
that
Falling through the
98%
wormhole. It's
right
been
now.
like 3 hours.
No, I loaded in and I see all our tokens and the map is just gray and then there's black around it. Let me. What did you do to fix yours, Kane?
All I did was wait. That's it. I didn't do anything.
When I click on you, Salam, you
Yeah.
can see things
Great.
properly. Yeah, it looks like Hawk misguided.
I'm not in yet, but
and
you can keep going.
Sounds are still at Candlekeep.
Now, what are we doing there?
Yeah.
Let me pull up the stream so I can at least see.
But yeah, basically you're kind of dropped into this meadow area, and looking to one direction, you kind of see the edge of the forest, and you see the trees of the forest are all extremely bright, colorful kind of leaves as well. So definitely not something you would expect to see anywhere on the Sword Coast.
Thanks, Kane. I give him a quick punch in the arm.
Oh.
Now, darling, how was I supposed to know that would happen?
Well, Agatha, you wanted to join the Hands? Here's your audition. Let's see if we can get out of this alive.
So yeah, you could do an Arcana check on the book. You could do a kind of survival to kind of see if you could recognize the kind of like nature of this area.
I immediately turn to Agatha and go, "What kind of sorcery is this? Why did you bring us here with this book that you claim you know nothing about? What is this?"
Okay, I can do that for you, Asa.
Pretty sure Kane brought us here.
Oh wow. Asa, you look around. Perhaps you've been to this kind of like forest place before. So looking at the geography of this area, it seems to bear some resemblance of maybe Silvery Moon, particularly the High Forest, the River of Rauvin.
Shit,
That
Silvery
kind
Moon?
of that kind of place. So
That's like way north, isn't
yeah,
it?
you've I think that place has come up there before. But yeah, you kind of
Yeah.
I think
like
we're really close to Neverwinter.
yeah, so maybe you're really close to
are.
Neverwinter now. You don't know if you're in Silvery Moon, but it certainly has that same kind of like geography.
This is definitely the High Forest. Much north. Maybe the Silvery Moons, but that's uncertain. If this is the Silver Moon, then that river is the insert name of river here.
And anyone fancy doing Arcana on the book, or are you just like, no?
I'm in!
I'll do Arcana.
Wow, it's so beautiful.
It seems to be enchanted in some way.
Good poke over here.
Oh, alright, Asa just goes walking off then.
Shouldn't I poke at things to do my survival?
Yeah, so you're on the fringe of a meadow that borders a forest. Tall trees of several varieties stretch before you as far as the eye can see. Behind you is a range of formidable mountain peaks as the remnant of the setting sun dips below the horizon. A rising full moon illuminates the darkening sky. As you approach the tree line, Three bipedal creatures that combine the features of men and goats laugh drunkenly as they stumble from the woods. They sway back and forth while greeting you enthusiastically in a language you do not understand. So pop.
Is it Sylvan?
Yeah, you're probably close enough, and you're incredibly perceptive. So yeah, you probably recognize it as yeah, it's Sylvan. Azza, you don't
Sweet.
know that though. So yeah, these
I
three.
understand it.
I
Huh?
tried to respond in Elven for what it's worth. Hello, do you mean peace?
They kind of scratch and then their heads and they say, this one speaks Elven, and they kind of drunkenly kind of waddle towards you. Yeah. Don't know Sylvan, do you? Don't know why you'd be here then. Oh, you got friends.
I know Sylvan. I say in Sylvan.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let him take this one as I back up when he gets their attention.
Very good. Sylvan, where did you pick that up?
Oh, you know, the Feywild.
Yeah. Feywild. Get this guy. Did you like it?
Oh, the Feywild's magical. I love it.
And why did you leave it? Eh?
I didn't try. It fell into a portal.
Oh, that shucks. I hate it when that happens. Not that I've experienced it, but I'm just...
Are you all from the Feywild?
No, we're from here.
Oh, well, where's here?
We don't really have a name for it, but what is it? Oh yeah, the Polvarth Plateau. That's the kind of general area around here.
Polvarth?
Yeah, I'll type that in chat for you. Polvarth Plateau. Make sure I spell plateau correctly. That's not right.
EAU.
Yeah, EAU. Polvarth Plateau. There we go. Yeah. Anyway, where are my manners? I'm Tragos, and this is Artelio and Funagai. You're on.
I need those spellings too.
Yeah. So we got Tragos. Then we got Artelio. And what was the other one? Funagai. Funagai. Yeah. Yeah, we were out for a bit of a revel. Yeah, and then we got lost because we got attacked by a swarm of wild-eyed looking birds, ravens or something. Yeah, and so we ran, and then we wound up here, and then we saw you, and I was thinking, hey, these guys look pretty tough. You know, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a little sauced up. Yeah. So I'm in no fit state. Yeah. Could you help us get home?
I think that would be agreeable. Where are my manners? I'm Salam.
Oh.
Do you all speak Common as well? Sorry, my companions don't speak Sylvan.
I guess we can. Such a gross
I
language.
can translate if you'd rather.
That sounds like a time sink. We can speak Common, can't we, lads? Yeah. Let's give it a go. Hello, fair travelers.
I'll translate everything they've already said to everyone.
Yeah. So we've got Tragos, Artelio, and Funagai.
Are they talking to us as simpletons?
No, they just don't particularly like the common tongue. They don't like how it feels in their mouths.
Oh, very well. I was about to take offense.
Yeah, it's like
Sounds as if
it's like talking with your mouth full of gravel or sand. It's not great.
And if I had to guess, it also sounds as if they're a slight bit inebriated.
Okay, this guy gets
A little
it.
bit.
I'll stay in Elven. I'll say, greetings, Faye.
Yeah, this is the fancy one. Greetings! And he'll do this really awkward bow.
I'll match the bow even to the awkwardness of it.
He kind of stumbles, but he catches himself. Yeah.
I might not stumble forward.
No, you're not drunk, so you're fine.
These are fey creatures, correct?
Yeah, you could do like a kind of nature check to see what they are.
I'd rather not.
I mean, you've probably come across them. Yeah, you guys could try and identify them. I imagine Salam has come across them before.
Keenor will try a nature check. Why not?
Yeah, that's good. So we got 17, 15. Yeah.
I just hate that, like, I should know what these things are because I've probably ran across them, but I have a -1 to nature, so it's like, it's just the things don't mesh up. It makes no sense.
Yeah, maybe you've seen them, but maybe you don't actually know who or what they are, perhaps. Yeah, but 17 and 15.
Maybe you can get advantage on some rolls?
Yeah, you could get advantage on it, but yeah, if you didn't get it,
figured out what it
yeah.
is.
So maybe you've seen them, but maybe you don't know what they're called. But yeah, Keenerin, Kane, you kind of like just blurt out, "Oh, yeah, they're satyrs."
I've seen your kind before in the Feywild.
Yeah, yeah, we do get around, don't we, fellas? Yeah. So what?
Is that a double entendre?
Yes. Yeah. So what did you guys say? Did you take us home? Take me home? My home.
You're gonna have to, kind of lead the way if you remember.
Yay! It's set. Off we go. And they just turn around and start walking down the road, kind of just like whistling and singing nonsense, and they also have some wine skins they continue to drink from.
I turn around and...
Yeah, what? Oh, do you want some?
No, maybe the quieter the better, because you said you were attacked.
Oh yeah,
All
the ravens.
Singing and whistling is going to attract attention.
Yeah, I guess we could just talk then or something.
And then I just turn around to everybody else and just kind of shrug, like, I guess we're following them.
Yeah, they're like heading into the forest down this path here.
I suppose if Kane can't figure out how to put us back into that book with no other choice, what I mean to say is, we have nothing better to do.
Yeah, Agatha, as you kind of go into the forest more, you get this strange sense of maybe deja vu, or that you've been here before.
Damn it, Kane, you figure out how to get us back into that book.
I do apologize. I didn't know we would teleport us to a different realm.
Yeah, so I would also say, Keenerin, as you kind of enter this forest, you're just almost overwhelmed by like the high density of like nature magic around you. You feel like you're somewhere that is just so saturated in just nature that you feel like you could get lost in here, but you would be very, very content with staying here because it's just so, there's like just a level of pureness around this place that kind of fills you with happiness.
Keenerin.
Yeah. Yes.
I noticed that we're in quite a dense forest here that I'm unfamiliar with, and as you know, I'm skilled in herbalism and alchemy. I was wondering if you might help me search and see if on the way there are any rare herbs that we could perhaps make some some helpful potions for ourselves into?
Yes, I'd be happy to help with that. Any chance to stay here a little longer and look around?
Me speaking to the satyr, did you say you were attacked by ravens?
Yeah, big swarm of them. Beady little eyes, scratchy little claws, bitey little beaks. They tried to take my snacks, and I was having none of it, so we ran away. And then we found you guys. And you look pretty strong arms, yeah. You can protect us from those nasty birds, right?
Don't know how I feel about killing natural creatures, but I guess if they're attacking us, we'll have no choice.
But I don't know if the ravens are... He's talking to Azza still. Yeah, I don't know if the ravens are the biggest problem we've got going on here. Recently there's been like all these weird cracks of thunder, crackly, bang bang from the sky. Yeah, even when there doesn't seem to be any storm brewing. Yeah, it's kind of weird sometimes in the night where I can look up past the canopies of the trees. You see the little bolts of lightning, but the red lightning, yeah, I don't think that's normal. Have you seen red lightning before? I didn't get your name. No. What was your name?
Azza. I hail from the Isle of Gwyneth.
Gwyneth. Don't know it. Sorry. Do they do good wine?
No, it's quite putrid.
Oh. I'll probably not go there then. But it's, I'm sure it's lovely. Sometime, maybe.
The best stuff I ever had was at the school, and they called it the bog brew.
Yeesh.
Exactly.
Yeah, have some of this, it's nicer. And he'll kind of like hand you his flask.
I do drink, but I try not to get too much. After all, I'm supposed to be a fighter.
Ah, maybe you can...
How strong is their stuff? How strong is their stuff?
I mean, it's pretty strong. More strong than taste, but hey, that's fine. Yeah, maybe we need to keep you sober. It's been strange folks in this area recently. Not you guys, other strangers. Apparently. Hunting.
Thanks for the taste. It was pretty good.
Ah. Alright. My guy.
My man.
Alright, so yeah, you continue down the path. Anything else you want to talk to them about?
What time of day is it?
It seemed like it was the sun was just setting, so yeah. Like by the time, well, as you were kind of getting to this point, the sun was setting and the night sky was starting to draw in, and at this point, yeah, it's nighttime, full moon in the sky. Maybe there's like a faint glow from magical glow from the trees, but essentially it is nighttime.
The best time to pick herbs.
Yeah.
You.
So yeah, you could do some.
Do you know any?
All right. What?
Do you know any unicorns in this area?
Can't say I do. Do you?
All right then. Maybe.
Oh. Ooh.
Maybe not.
Oh. I don't know. Things seem to be going crazy recently. Red lightning, strange foreign tribes, people. I just want to hang out with my pixie friends and drink wine. Maybe they know what's going on. They seem to know what's going on most of the time. Alright, so yeah, as you're kind of traveling down for here, so you travel for probably, let's see, travel for about maybe 2 hours, so yeah. You're kind of walking through the forest for about 2 hours along this path, and can everyone make perception checks, please?
Sure.
Perception.
got my night vision scopes on. Phew.
Okay.
Why is fuck yeah a fail?
The DM
I
made
know
these
why.
dice.
Oh god.
So
know
dumb.
why.
So dumb.
Okay, let's see. Let's get everyone marching. Just gather you up. Alright, so you're all kind of marching along. Kane, perhaps you're lost in thought on something personal. Yeah, and you don't really notice. I would say everyone else does. Agatha and Salam in particular, you'll get an extra tidbit once I kind of introduce the main thing. So as you're kind of going along, everyone except Kane and the satyrs kind of see just up ahead a group of wolves kind of just hanging around on the track up here. Salam and Agatha, you notice that they look like they've kind of been, maybe they've had a fight and lost, or something has gone wrong, because you notice that their fur is quite matted with blood. Perhaps
Aaron.
yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, perhaps they were recently attacked by another pack of wolves or a bigger creature, but you do recall the satyrs talking about foreign tribes, people who are not native to this place, hunting in the lands.
Heenerin, are you able to speak with these wolves and see what accosted them?
Let me see. And he looks, kind of gives you a bit of a shrug. He says, not at the moment, unfortunately.
Oh, I thought that was one of your skills. Never mind.
Some druids do specialize in animals, but I'm more of a stars and constellation druid.
A druid after my own heart.
Ooh. Yeah, so you kind of stop a ways away from them. You probably do notice that one of them kind of, their ears prick up and they start smelling the air nervously.
Careful. There's no guarantee they're friendly. I'll step in front of one of the satyrs.
You kind of step. Oh, why are you? I thought we were leading the way. What's going on?
There's wolves up there.
Yeah, wolves. I guess they're not ravens. What should we do?
Keep going and hope our group is big enough that it'll scare them off. We're definitely not easy prey.
That's what I was thinking. Everybody try to make yourself as big as possible, and I don't know, let's start making like growling noises or something, try to scare them off.
Okay. So yeah, you approach and you start making big moves, big noises, strange growling noises, and yeah, they suddenly notice you, and they all turn to face you and start snarling and growling. And now that you're close to them, you can see that all of them, to varying degrees, are all definitely injured. They have blood matted fur and that kind of thing. And they don't seem to be backing down or running away currently, and they are looking pretty bad.
Okay, I'm gonna change tactics then, and I'm gonna like get down on a knee and kind of extend a hand out and try to talk to them in soothing voices.
Okay.
Like, it's okay. I'm gonna do it in Sylvan.
Okay, so yeah, you can do that and roll a animal handling check.
Okay. I can do that.
almost. So they seem to calm down ever so slightly, but looking at them, they are still very much on edge. The growling has maybe calmed down, but they are still in an aggressive stance.
Can somebody help me with this?
I might not be an animal druid, but I can try to help.
Honest to God, I can't even see these.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't see the wolves or the satyrs.
This is as far as I see. And I can't see the satyrs. Why is he rolling?
Oh, really? Kieran, you should... Oh, yeah, you can't see the wolves, that's true. So you guys...
I can see the satyrs and the wolves, but the map is still gray to me.
That's weird.
That's a shame. It's mighty pretty.
Well, I can see it on the stream, but...
Yeah, I don't know why you can't see it.
I see the wolves now.
The background image...
We're getting closer.
Should... Yeah, I was just moving you closer so everyone could see them. Yeah. The background image should be there, so it shouldn't be a broken file path or something. Weird. I'll have to look into that and hopefully get a fix for it. But yeah. So yeah, yeah, they seem to be very much aggressive still, maybe a bit calmer. But yeah, they all. What did the satyrs get? What's that sound?
I was gonna say I'm gonna try and snake charm the wolves, and I'm gonna play some soothing music with my flute.
Okay, so yeah, you can play some soothing musics with your flute. Roll animal handling on that.
Satyrs, use those pipes of yours.
It was on 18
Maybe it
for a
makes them
second.
more angry. They don't like the flute, and the satyrs kind of squint. Oh, those are wolves. They look pretty roughed up. Maybe those damn hunters roughed them up. They're probably injured and hurting pretty badly, which is why they're so riled up. Maybe they want a treat. Maybe one of the satyrs starts stumbling forwards. You want a treat?
I grab him by the shoulder.
Sure, you're gonna grab him. I just want to give a treat to the wolf.
That's not a bad idea, but perhaps just toss the treat to them.
Okay. He kind of steps forwards, and then he kind of just throws like a handful of seeds, and they kind of just like scatter into the air.
I turn my head very slowly at him.
and he's kind of like clapping his knees, going, "Here, boy, chu want a treat?"
God, they were drunk.
Yeah, they're not doing very well.
I'll take some rations out of his bags. They're, it's dried meat. It's not fresh, but maybe he'll kind of toss it to them, kind of at their feet.
Okay, so
maybe like 5 feet in front of them.
Okay.
Can we just do something to get them off the path without having to hurt anybody?
So, one of the wolves, the least injured looking one, kind of approaches the meat and gives it a bit of a sniff, and then kind of drags it over, and they all kind of surround it and start eating it hungrily.
Great, they're eating here.
So yeah, they're kind of just eating it. It could act as a brief distraction, or you could try and like approach them a bit more. It's up to you what you'd like to do.
I'm gonna grab another ration, and I am going to slowly approach with the ration in my hand, because I want to get a look at their wounds to see what possibly did this to them.
Okay.
So I'm gonna move like 10 feet away with and I'm like real low, like kind of at their eye level. And I've got the rations out in front of me, like I'm trying to be as non-threatening as possible.
Okay, so the wolf kind of, one of them kind of whips around and kind of sniffs the air, and it kind of licks its chops and then starts going towards you. And it kind of like goes up and then kind of goes to grab the ration out of your hand, and then it kind of steps back again and starts eating. Yeah, so you could do a perception on that.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go to follow.
Okay,
I'll
so
stay with the satyr.
okay, yeah. Someone's got to keep them in check. Yeah, so you kind of look at the wolf that came to take the food from you, and it looks like these are not bite or claw marks, but kind of damage inflicted by a weapon of sorts, perhaps a spear, or maybe there's like an arrow shaft kind of like embedded in it, so it's likely they were attacked by beings wielding weapons rather than another kind of beast or creature.
It looks like they were attacked by humanoids, attacked by weapons of some sort. It wasn't like a territorial beast on beast action.
It appears at least they got out. And Keenorn will kind of turn to the satyrs. Any individuals walking around with weapons besides us?
They kind of scratch their heads and are like, I guess we have our own, but probably thinking of the tribes people that kind of suddenly appeared and started causing all sorts of havoc.
The tribes people?
Yeah, kind of huntery looking people, I guess. Not from here.
You recognize what race they are?
I can't say I've seen them myself, just heard. Humanoids in some way.
Okay.
Have you heard how big they are? Like, are they about roughly our size, or bigger, or smaller?
Maybe your size, maybe a little bigger, give or take, but yeah. I've heard they've been going around the forest just like attacking and killing anything they see.
That's no good. Can't
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah, the poor wolves got hurt. Or maybe that's why the ravens attacked me and us. Yeah.
Hunting for necessity is one thing, but doing it for sport.
Yes, I'm not okay with that.
Well, they seem calm now, although they're still hurt, but yeah, they'll be fine. They're strong wolves.
Yes. Why don't you three walk just off the path, and I'll flank.
Yeah, okay. And they kind of like drunkenly kind of go into the bushes and start kind of
Right, not that
walking
far.
around. Oh. Yeah. So the wolves kind of look up and snarl ever so slightly, but they kind of don't move from their foods, and the satyrs kind of pass without any problem. It looks like they're kind of finishing up the food now, and they seem to have calmed down somewhat.
Is there one wolf that looks like the most hurt?
I would say this one looks the most roughed up, the one that Salam gave the food to. This one here. Where's my ping? What was that? I heard it. Did someone roll a dice? I don't know.
No, I just put something metal down on my desk.
Oh, okay.
Surprised you heard it.
Okay, I can see that. My ping isn't working anymore for some reason. That's fine. Or maybe I just need to push harder on my mouse. It's fine. It's happened before. Anyway, yeah, so this one here looks to be the most damaged.
Alright, yeah, she'll kind of go over to it, sort of slowly, deliberately, kind of holding her hand out towards it as she moves along. And if it will allow, I will use a Hand of Healing
Mm-hmm.
to give it 4 hit points.
Nice. So it kind of looks at you nervously, but it knows that your group has given food before, so it lets you get close, and then you place a hand and you kind of channel some healing energies into this wolf, and you see some of its wounds kind of close up, and it seems to perk up a little. And
Actually, that's 8 because it's supposed to have.
oh, okay, I'll give it another 4 then. Alright, so it kind of like, you see its like entire demeanor kind of relax, and its tail starts to wag, and its face relaxes, and its tongue comes out, and it starts like just panting like a dog would when it's happy. Yeah. It kind of like barks at you in a nice way, and then it sits. And then, like, the others seem to visibly calm down as well.
Alright. I think it's best that we move on.
Yeah, if you kind of get up to move, they will also kind of get up and kind of run off into the forest.
Bye, wolves.
Yeah. Shoop. Alright, so yeah, you keep on going. Okay, let's get you all to the next bit. Hopefully you'll be able to see.
Come on, let me see the map. You do not own any tokens with vision on this
putting them
map.
on.
Oh, okay.
Oh no, they've multiplied.
Okay. Alright, so
Hey, I can see the map.
you enter, after maybe another little bit of time traveling, let's kind of zoom out for the stream a bit, you kind of enter this big opening here. Before you stands a maple tree of impossibly large size in the center of an open area nearly 100 feet in diameter, something around there. Shafts of light cut through the leafy canopy overhead and reflect on thin streams of water that trickle along and between the tree's gnarled thick roots. As you approach the trunk of the tree, the satyrs kind of gambol ahead of you, elated to be back in their safe haven. And they kind of just run around excitedly and kind of then join the other satyrs on the tables over here. As you approach the trunk of the tree and they kind of go off, suddenly the tree seems to come awake, and it gives off a long, large guttural noise and then starts to speak. Oh, pardon my rudeness for being asleep. It's been a long time since I've seen travelers like you in these parts.
Oh.
Come closer. Let me see you clearly. My eyesight is not as good as my hearing.
Flom is fascinated. He goes closer.
It seems to the tree seems to
Kieran
lean
supported.
forwards to get a closer look at you. You see, like the satyrs kind of like start mingling and then kind of like catching up and scampering around drunkenly and drinking more. I presume you escorted my little friends back here or something.
What language is he speaking in?
let's say he's speaking in common since he does recognize you as travelers.
Okay.
So it's in common at the moment.
Yes. Yes, we did.
I thank you. They can be a handful sometimes.
Seems they know how to enjoy themselves.
They do, but still. I apologize. I'm sure they are grateful to you as well. But they must have been happy to be home and forgot their manners. I will thank you on their behalf.
Wonderful.
My name. Feanor.
Feanor?
Yes.
What a bold and striking name you have.
He kind of looks over to Azza. Thank you. And he kind of shakes itself, and some kind of like glistening leaves kind of fall to the ground around you.
I pick up a leaf. Is this a tree we recognize? Or is this like crazy tree?
You could do
off?
like a survival check on that.
Do a survival check.
Survival, or maybe survival to see what kind of nature it is, or you could do like a nature check, that kind of thing.
Yep, that's a leaf, all right.
Yeah.
Probably not a pine tree.
Yeah, your leaf, Salam, maybe you have a look over it as well. It's definitely a leaf, but it's probably had some sort of magic kind of running through it. You'll probably be able to trace it to a kind of maybe either an awakened tree or maybe a treant or something along those lines.
Well, Feanor, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Salam.
Salam. He looks very closely towards you, Salam. I sense... Yes, you are connected to Saloon, are you not?
Indeed I am. How did you know that?
I have my ways.
I'd go with the armor.
That was a clue.
It does it. I'm sorry, it has been like 3 weeks. Is the armor like very visibly of Saloon? I thought I remembered something like priests identify him as a champion of her.
Maybe the priests will be able to recognize the art. To someone who doesn't really know much about Saloon, it would just be maybe some very fancy plate armor, but to someone who follows Saloon, they'll probably be able to identify it as the armor of Saloon's chosen.
I see. I take my comment back then.
Yeah.
It's not just like blazing with moons, Saloon written across the breastplate.
Not quite. There might be some subtle kind of like imagery on it, but yeah. Okay. So Feanor turns to the rest. The rest of you, one of you is greatly connected to nature, I sense.
Kiora kind of like looks around, and perhaps that would be me.
Indeed.
Step closer.
Yeah. Yes, definitely. How do you find it here? What do you sense?
And he thinks about it, and he goes, I find this place quite magnificent. Ever since arriving here, I can't stop feeling a sense of wonder.
Yes, yes, very true, but perhaps you should all come around me and meditate to gain a true sense of this place and its now present troubles. Sit, think upon what is important and connected to you. Reach out through my roots and take it in. Yeah, so yeah, you're invited to kind of just meditate and kind of take in the surroundings and what this place is.
Yeah, Keenor, and I'll take him up on it.
Yeah, so we'll salam.
Anyone else?
Kane will.
Oh. Hell, if Kane's gonna do it.
Okay. Agatha?
Come, Azza. A little bit of meditation now and again is quite good.
Good for the soul.
Okay. So yeah, those of you who accept go into a kind of meditative state, and you feel your kind of mind's eye be drawn into the roots and spread across the nearby area, and then you hear Feanor's kind of voice inside your head as well. Keenerin, this kind of feeling you've had since you've gotten here is amplified, but as you look closer, you kind of sense there is also something not right. You kind of, in your minds, Feanor says, "Here in this forest there is a place known as the Pool of Eternal Spring. It is being sullied by intruders and being tainted by bloodlust. The goddess Larue is entwined with this somehow, possibly corrupted. We do not know, but if things progress, then it will only get worse." You're given a kind of vision of a path leading from where you are, going deeper into the woods. Follow this path. Go to the community of the Dewlight and speak with a sprite named Wheeldoli. They will have further information and news for you. And then you all start rushing back to your bodies. Okay, so you all kind of come back to where you are, and you kind of start getting up and kind of like taking in what you just saw. And then you perhaps notice that Kane is still deep in meditation. And I need to have a little private word with Kane. So
Leave him. Maybe the tree will tell him how to send us home.
I tried going into the sidebar last time, and that kind of screwed it up for Azza. So maybe you guys can just deafen yourselves to avoid anything like that. So I'll just give you a wave when it's all good.
Roger.
Right.
Okay. Just wait for everyone to get deafened. Okay, I think we're good. So, yes, Kane, as you're kind of being transported back to your body, you feel a strong pull kind of take you to one side, and you find yourself elsewhere in this forest. You find yourself looking on a kind of squat, horrible looking hovel. There's a well nearby, and you have a creeping sense of something that happened to you not too long ago. and then a voice kind of comes into your head saying, "You seek power, do you not?"
I do. And who do I have the pleasure of speaking with?
You know who I am. You have felt my power start to come towards you since you picked up that book. Perhaps things will be clearer once you prove your worth to me.
And how can I prove my worth?
Inside this hut is someone who you have great umbrage and towards, and you very much wish to see them again to even things out, let's say. Find this place and do what you think is best. Then we will talk more. Do you agree?
I agree.
Very good, very good. I'll be seeing you. And then you find your way back to your body. So let's get everyone back. So wave the hands, come back.
That's my cue.
Yep, everyone come back. Okay. I'll just message. I need to get Swizzle. I'll just message him in Discord.
Are we back?
Yeah, come back.
We're back.
Okay.
Okay, so there's a little. Everyone comes back, but Kane is still in a meditative state and doesn't seem to have returned yet, like the rest of you have. So yeah, what do you do?
Leave him. Maybe he'll figure out how to get us home.
Keener will kind of walk up, maybe place a hand on his shoulder. Just, maybe like, Kane, are you there? You need to come back.
He seems unresponsive. Feanor kind of looks over to him. This one seems to have gotten lost, perhaps? You see a branch kind of extend to him and start kind of like prodding and probing him. Where are you? Where have you gone? And then Kane just suddenly snaps out of it, and you find everyone around you, and also you find the tree kind of poking and prodding you.
Well, is everything all right now?
Back you have come. Where did you
Or how
go?
long was I out for?
A moment.
Longer than us.
Well, that's quite troubling.
Curious, but harmless, I'm sure.
Well, you're back now. O's. Fine.
Did it feel harmless?
Well, I didn't feel much while I was in there.
Yeah, he looks fine.
Okay.
He doesn't have any cuts or bruises or wild look in his eyes. Doesn't look like he's wet himself either, so yeah, he looks fine. So, back to the topic at hand. Follow the path as I said, and things should take you to where you need. Perhaps I can offer you something to help you. And he kind of produces from his kind of like the bough of the kind of foliage of the tree a large leaf with a kind of sap in it. Only enough for one. Which of you needs a bit more strength? This will make your muscles brim with energy.
What kind of strength?
Just physical strength.
I wouldn't be opposed.
Let's see. If you are in agreement, I can give it to the tabaxi known as Salam.
I have no objections. I think strength would be wasted on me. As seems to have enough for the rest of us.
Flex and my clothes explode. I just pull new ones out from my bag.
Wow. Yeah.
Salam does seem to be at the front for the most part and has his flail. The only other one I could think of is possibly our new friend Agatha.
What say you, Agatha?
I prefer my agility over strength any day.
Very well. To the champion of Saloon, then. And he presents like the sap in a giant leaf, and yeah, you can drink from it. And it acts as a potion of hill giant strength. So you gain that buff. How does that work?
For how long?
Let me double check. It's usually an hour, isn't it? Yeah.
Can I save it?
Let's say you should really use it now, so I can extend it. Let's roll to see how potent it is. Okay, maybe so 2 hours instead.
Okay.
Yes, that's fine. So yeah, basically, yeah, you get 2 hours with 21 strength.
Cool.
Okay, very good. So yeah, so the treant says, "Good luck on your journey," and then gestures to the path that you must take. Just a little down that way, and you will find the jewel light and the individual who will point you in the right way. Okay, so...
Yes, I suppose there's nothing better to do.
Mm-hmm. If that's everything, yeah, you can set on off.
Yeah, I have no reason to stay behind.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So yeah, you go on down the path, heading away from this kind of this little area here and away from the tree, and it doesn't take long to get to where you were headed. So looking here, you see moss-covered trees and overgrown brush suddenly thin out, giving way to a small glen not more than 100 feet across. This area is peppered with colourful mushrooms growing virtually on top of one another, some of the clusters more than 3 feet high. A warm glow emanates from tiny lanterns that hang from each mushroom, jutting up from caps of mushrooms. Chimneys made of petrified bark let out tiny little wisps of acorn-scented smoke. These mushrooms appear to be homes, dozens of them scattered around the clearing. Got a handout here, I believe. Just a moment if I can grab that somehow. Here we go. Open that up. And there we go.
I'm gonna tie cloth around my face.
Mm-hmm.
Mushrooms this wild and virulent. No telling if they're poisonous.
Okay, so yeah, you see this. Do you start approaching?
Do we remember seeing this maybe on our vision of the path?
Perhaps a distant view of it, but this is definitely the path that your vision kind of put you on. And as you remember, it was saying, go to the dew light and find what was it?
Wielderly?
Wielderly, yes. So you're still kind of in the forest, and it's just starting to thin out, and then you see that kind of bit before you.
Well, Keynorn's leaning more towards going by. I mean, he's just absolutely entranced with this place, so he might maybe unconsciously just, slowly stepping closer.
Prettiest fish are sometimes the most toxic. Just be careful.
So, I know
Be
I
a place
said
of wonder or deception.
when we first got here, me and Keenerin were gonna kind of look for rare herbs. Do you wanna? We can handle that like after the session or off screen if you want, so it doesn't take up time.
Yeah, we could
Is
do.
that fine?
Yeah, you can. You'll get a chance to have a look around. There'll be a chance for a short or long rest later on, so you could do it during that, or you can do it as you're going. But yeah, we'll take care of that later if you want.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so yeah, Keenerin, you're kind of just drawn to this, so you step out and you take just a few steps, and then just suddenly, in front of your face, a small being kind of just materializes in front of you. Whether they were invisible or well hidden, you're not sure, but they just kind of just materialize in front of your face, and they say, greetings, big folk. I, Weedily, welcome you to Dewlight, and suggest you be on your way. And he kind of just gestures in a way that looks like he's shooing you away. And that goes for you and your friends.
I believe we've heard of these. Yes.
Pleasant greetings to you too.
Yes, greetings, and goodbyes as well. On your way.
Wait, did he just tell us to leave?
Yep.
Yes, he did.
He said greetings and then suggested that you be on your way.
Feanor sent us to speak with Wielderly.
Feanor, you say? And
Yes.
Weedily is me. And what would Feanor want you to talk to me about?
Some sort of plague on the forest, on the springs here. We are here to help.
Help how?
I guess LaRue is in trouble.
Then maybe you can stay. Come, sit. Preferably not on our houses, but on the ground. It is accommodating and soft.
Keenorn will find a safe spot to sit down.
Yes.
Salam's gonna find an unsafe spot to sit.
Get into the danger zone. Alright. So as you kind of find somewhere to sit, you see the kind of the creature kind of turn around and wave and give a thumbs up, and then you see a great number of these creatures kind of materialize or peek up from windows in their houses, and he says, "They are fine and on business that benefits us and the forest. Perhaps fetch them something to drink while I chat." And then he will kind of fly over to you. Again, my name is Weedorly. I am a scholar of sorts here. Perhaps you can introduce yourselves.
Keenorn will say, Keenorn.
The name is Kane. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Very good, very good. And the rest?
I am Azza of Gwyneth.
Hail, Azza.
Just a courteous nod.
And the last of you?
I am Salam.
Agatha.
Very good. Here are our refreshments. So a few kind of sprites come on over and hand you the tiniest teacup you have ever seen. And yeah, you can barely like hold it without breaking it. So yeah. Yes, drink and refresh yourselves. So, what do you know of our predicament so far, and how did you come to be here in the first place? I want to know.
Give a sharp look at Kane.
Well, we found our way here through unexpected circumstances.
Brought to you by one of your big people gods, perhaps?
Well, I don't know if I'll say that. We came here through oh, did I cut off?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, came here through a book.
A book, you say? Curious. And you chose to stay? Or can you not leave?
Well, it's a little bit of both. We heard about the plights of the Fëanor, and we are trying to figure out ways to return home.
Admirable. And what have you heard of our troubles?
Well, let's see.
What we have seen is that animals in your forests being attacked for sport.
Yes, vicious predators they are, stalking through the forest. I feel they are perhaps disciples of someone known as Mala the Beast Lord.
Mala?
Malar. I believe they are maybe to the north, and he gestures in a direction. It seems most of the disturbances are off that way, within the vicinity of the Pool of Eternal Spring. Perhaps you have heard of it?
Yes, Fëanor told us about it.
Being a druid, would Kinoran maybe heard of Malar?
Let me see. Perhaps. Do a history check for me.
History, alright.
Ooh, nice.
Nice. Okay, so what rumors you have heard of this cult? It seems to be primarily made up of just a band of berserk, insane individuals that seem to worship the moon in some way, or perhaps there's also rumors of their leader being caught up in perhaps lycanthropy. You've heard rumors about that. Some kind of hearsay of perhaps werewolves.
Yeah, so maybe hearing Malar hit Kenoran's face might contort a little bit, just like nasty stuff, that one.
Yeah. You also know they have a tendency to just overhunt and just create piles of dead animals as an offering to their kind of leader.
Yeah, Kenoran will pass all this information out to everyone.
He's a werewolf?
Rumors of it.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, you are well learned, and you must be strongly connected to nature to have gotten here, perhaps. Maybe you were called. Maybe LaRue brought you here themselves. Yes, perhaps. This pool is a hallowed site for the lesser deity.
It wouldn't surprise me if we were brought here, seeing as LaRue is the offspring of my deity. I'm sure Saloon would want to protect her offspring.
Indeed. But things are going wrong, apparently. Thunder in the air, signs of battle brewing if I ever heard it.
Well, whatever we can do to help LaRue, we will do. At least I will.
Yes. It has been brewing for a while, this battle. Whatever's happening at the pool will likely reach its peak soon. Possibly within a day or two from now.
You've been awfully
Yes.
quiet. Are you alright? You're normally much more talkative than this.
This place has just caught me a little bit off my bearings.
You sure there's nothing else?
I'm quite sure if there's an issue, you'll be the first one to know, dear Salon.
Very well.
So, I have given you what I know, and that is the direction you should go. I don't know if you heard my final remark there of things happening, reaching its peak in the next day or two. Perhaps you should hurry along and make sure things go well for us and for yourselves. Danger along the way may impede your travel, but I'm sure you can soldier on. Either way, there's no time to waste.
And what are the common dangers we should be looking out for?
Creatures of the forest. They are bound by nature to sustain themselves, and if they feel they could eat you, they would probably take a good stab at it. And then there's obviously the cult mentioned, but you'll probably only run into them once you get close enough to the pool. But
what would you say is the largest predator in these woods?
It's hard to say, really. There's large wolves indeed, and other creatures, and rumors of something else wandering these forests that is also new, but not part of that cult. Apparently stealing and kidnapping other creatures of this forest for God knows what.
Is there any help or perhaps a blessing that you or your people can bestow upon us to help us in this quest?
I don't think so, really. We are a simple folk. Let me see if they have any. What's their spells?
Well, Pixie polymorph us into some giant apes.
I was gonna say, cast confusion on us.
No, they don't really have any spells or abilities they could bestow upon you. Yeah,
Okay.
So I'm afraid all we have to offer is knowledge and the direction to go in.
I think their polymorph is self-only.
No, it's not.
It's not. Oh, that's so
There's
broken.
It's broken
There's a
as shit.
broke. So
Can summon
druids
8 of
can
them.
summon pixies. Yep. And then I can have
That's
them
so
polymorph. 4 of them polymorph us into Tyrannosaurus Rexes, and the other 4 cast fly on the Tyrannosaurus Rexes.
That's so
There's
broken.
There's a reason I don't use it.
Yeah, that's so broken.
Well,
Yeah.
the one you're speaking to is a sprite rather than a pixie, but there may be pixies within here as
okay.
well. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
So they
nothing
live
they can
together.
do for you really.
Yeah. Your hospitality was more than enough.
Very good, very good. So, no time to waste. Off you go.
Well, I suppose we better get going then.
Alright. Let's head on.
Yeah.
Damn, your stream has a lot of ads, Acheron.
Does it?
Like every 15 minutes, man.
Oh.
Gotta make that money.
Oh. I don't know.
Making that dough.
I got an email about do this automatic thing for your settings, but I guess if it's annoying, I'll probably get rid of it.
No, just keep it, dude. You make money off that.
Do I? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let the pennies roll in. Alright, so you head off from Dewlight. The pebbled path leading out of Dewlight quickly turns into dirt, and the area on either side is sparsely covered with underbrush. After a few minutes, you discover the road ahead is covered with large patches of spiderweb. So let's get you guys on this part here, and we can get through this bit. So Keenerin and Salam. Okay, so there you guys are. Okay, so yeah, you find this webbed path ahead of you, about 15 to 20 feet wide either side, and seems to stretch out for quite a ways. Yeah. But yeah, this seems to be the path that you must take.
I just see completely gray screen.
God damn it, what's wrong with these maps?
Like it's not even gray like before, where I could at least see my token and stuff. Now I don't even have a token or anything.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Let me replace you then.
If it makes you feel better, I see it.
Can you? Is
No,
that better?
it doesn't.
And, well, who's the Acheron? You don't want to see what's 60 feet ahead of us. I'm about ready to turn around.
Yeah.
No,
So
I can't see anything.
yeah.
I'll just play. I can still roll. I'll just play off the stream.
Okay, I'll try and look into what's gone wrong with this. I really don't know. But yeah, as I said, so the path quickly becomes more dirt covered. It narrows and elongates, and you find large patches of spider webs becoming more and more common. And then as it becomes thicker and thicker, you notice off in the distance, you see remains of bones and such, likely other animals and such.
Norin, could you light a torch for me?
Of course. Then you'll cast Druidcraft to light a torch.
Thanks. We need to burn. If there's a particularly thick bit of web, it'd be better to burn than get tangled in.
Yes, a few of us have Firebolt, and I have Gust. Should be able to clear this in no time.
I have a fire spell as well, but it's best reserved.
Save it.
Good. Yeah, so looking to either side, like the brambles, the trees, and all sorts, it looks like it's too... You could go into it and go around, but that would likely take up a lot of time. So it would probably be easiest to just kind of brave the webs and just kind of push through this area.
I'm reloading to see if that's gonna help.
Okay.
We'll see.
I'll wait to do things. Just just to reload.
Yeah. So at
But
this
I'm
point,
intending to go up towards the web.
yeah, at this point up here, that seems to where the webbing gets especially thick. At the point
Well,
where
I
it
might
would likely be a problem.
I might have something I can do.
Oh, wonderful. Continue.
Kinora would like to wild shape.
Ooh.
Ew, gross.
Into a spider.
Yes, into. Yep, give me 1 sec. Into a giant wolf spider.
Yeah, gross.
Ow.
So yeah, you see Kieran begin to twist and warp. His kind of legs and arms start to take on that of a spider's, and you also see, as he's kind of between the 2 points, he sprouts an extra pair of either arms or legs that kind of make up the rest of them, and he eventually kind of takes on that form of a giant wolf spider.
Yes, and he'd like to climb up and, start climbing up on the webs. Because he has web sense. So while he's in contact with the web, he knows the exact location of any other creature in contact with the same web.
Okay. So you reach out one of your spidery legs and kind of touch the web, and you sense 4 creatures ahead, 2 on either side, 2 here and 2 around there.
So Keener will take 4 of his legs and stick them straight up and then point in the direction.
Is he scratching himself? I don't speak spider.
Kane is staring at Kenoran's big old spider booty.
So yeah, you guys interpret what Keeneran's doing as best as you can, and proceed from there. I think we've lost their Salam as well. He's back in Foundry apparently, but not on the map.
I made it worse. Now it won't load anything, and now I can't even get to my character sheet to roll. So I'm gonna have to roll on D&D Beyond probably.
Yeah, either's fine. Alright, so yeah, what do you guys do then?
Can I maneuver through the web without setting it on fire?
I
It's a
mean,
little
you
weird
can
with
step
me
into
going
the
on.
webs, yeah?
So there isn't a way around it.
It looks, at this point, it gets too thick to kind of maneuver around it. Keenerin has no problems.
Except
If
with
I
the...
go back here.
I can't remember.
Oh, God.
When you wild
It's
shape,
gray.
do you still understand us?
Let me try to take you out and then back in.
I think he can understand, but he can't talk back. Because
I
he
keep my
keeps
eyes,
it.
senses,
Yeah, because he keeps intelligence and wisdom and charisma and stuff.
Dear Kenoran, while you're over there playing with the webs, would you mind pointing in the direction of the creatures, please?
You just see him kind of do an exasperated. He turns around again and will point the same direction he had just pointed.
So yeah, 2 legs in this way, and then 2 legs in this way.
Okay. I'm gonna torch my way through. Watch out for any fire.
You're gonna torch your way through.
I have a torch.
Alright, yeah, so you approach the web and then you start kind of just burning a path through it. It takes a bit, but it catches quite easily, and then it kind of just burns it as enough to kind of clear the path. Keenerin, as it kind of starts burning, you kind of sense the creatures becoming more active.
Yeah, so he'll stop and raise up legs again. Maybe click his little
His
whatever you call
mandibles or
those.
whatever.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. Sorry, Asa.
His little spinnerets are moving.
Goddamn petty palps. Okay, if I have reason to think that something's changed, I back up and I'm ready.
Hurting.
We need not pussyfoot around these creatures. If we just show them who's boss, they should all leave us alone.
Okay, let's see. So let's
Turns out
say
they're like not just large but huge spiders. It's like, nope, we pussyfoot. Nope.
So let's say you kind of burned these 2 squares and then you kind of backed off when Keeneran's maybe asked you to, so those 2 squares have been cleared of webbing.
Okay. Seems good to me.
At least Keenorn's fuzzy.
So
Makes
what's
it-
the plan?
All right.
Keenorn's gonna stay attached to the webs just to kind of keep track.
Okay. I'll keep going, blazing ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, pun. You all just stay ready to cover me if things happen.
Okay. So yeah,
Kane will hold
Az's...
a attack just in
Okay.
case if anything tries to attack Asa.
Okay.
I'll start clearing a path.
So let's say you clear that one there as well, and then yeah, should you keep going?
Yep.
Which way would you want to go? Like just
suppose
straight
this
forward?
way.
Yeah, you could go that way.
The way straightforward looks a bit more like a bush.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd rather go that way.
Yeah. Okay, Keeneran, you notice the creatures becoming even more agitated, and you sense maybe them moving closer.
Yeah, so Keenorn will kind of slow his pace a little bit, kind of look at Asa and kind of look kind of nervous. Maybe his like front 2 legs are kind of pointing back forward and
So yeah, Keeneran, roll perception with advantage. Asa, you can also roll perception.
I would be up there with Asa. Sorry,
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
trying to get this shit to work.
Yeah, so Salam can roll perception as well.
Yeah. How about I burn a path large enough for 2 people?
Um,
These squares as well.
Okay, let's see. Let's kind of get them done as well.
But
I got a 24.
Okay. So let's see now. So you kind of see in the kind of foliage there, you see a spider, or what should be a spider. You see one of you see this thing.
Why are you laughing? This is.
Can you see that handout?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I guess I'm confused if I should be frightened or not.
I mean, you kind of see that thing looking at you, and then it looks like it's readying to kind of spit something at you. So you have a split second to react.
Take the dodge action.
Alright, you take the dodge action.
Do I see it too?
Yeah, you see it. They seem to be focused on Asa.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon then.
Okay, so you summon your spiritual weapon.
How far away is it?
They are... like, the closest one is like 35 feet. It's gonna get
Okay.
the tokens showing.
I'll summon the Spiritual Weapon 20 feet away from me then. Like 20 feet.
Yeah,
So
kind of
it's
like midway
15
point.
feet away.
Mhm.
Yeah, kind of like
Okay.
midway in between.
Agatha, Kane, are you doing anything?
If Kane has sight, he's going to Eldritch Blast it.
All right, so all of these kind of go off at the same time. So you fire an Eldritch Blast. Salam summons his spiritual weapon. Keenerin, what do you do?
Oh my god, he's a coffee lock now.
Wait, Kane told us you were going to be a bard. I feel so betrayed.
So yeah, you see a new magic kind of erupt from Kane. So yeah, we'll roll that. Yeah, you want to roll that, Kane? Let's see, 13 on whichever one, so that will hit. Do you want to ping which one you're aiming at there?
I'll just do it. The closest one to Azza. This one.
Okay, so that's yeah, 15 damage. Okay.
Doesn't you,
No. It's 2 damage,
Oh, the 2's to
shouldn't
hit.
you?
and I get another shot.
Yeah, I was gonna say, shouldn't you get another one?
Okay, yeah, you hit for 2 whole damage. 27 hits as well for another 4. Okay.
So 6 damage total.
Nice. Kainarin, Agatha, and Azza, what are you doing?
I was taking the dodge action. 'Cause
Okay,
you said
yeah,
they were
dodge
looking like
ac-
they're gonna spit at me.
Yeah, I remember that now. So Kainarin and Agatha, what do you do?
Keener will take
shit,
the dodge
what's up?
action too.
Okay. Agatha?
Agatha will move up.
Yeah, you can just move on up. So where the X's are, the webbing has been burnt away, so that's a clear path for you. So Azza, let's see. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. That should be at disadvantage. Let me roll that again. So 9. So this kind of ball of webbing kind of just comes careening towards you, but you see it coming and you duck and it goes sailing over your head, and that's where we shall roll initiative. So
Let us kill.
let me get people into
2 of my
combat.
spells are not showing up on my spell list.
Ooh, really? Okay, I'll re-import you.
Yeah, like I got Oh wait, no, it's just 1.
Ooh. Let's see if I can roll a natural 20 and beat that.
Ooh.
Nope, close.
So Keenan's will actually be 10.
Mm-hmm.
Got
I'll
an
edit
additional
those in
point.
a second.
I got a 2.
Okay.
Well, good thing you
There it is.
dodged.
Thank you.
Means you're dodging until your
so
turn.
Keenerin, yours is a 10, yeah?
Yeah.
Anyone else need to change?
Nope.
Alright, let's roll the Eta caps and change the music a little bit. Now let's get some synthwave. Alright, let's have a look-see then. Okay, so we'll begin the combat, so this one goes first. Okay, so this guy will come over. Let's see.
I don't even see them on the map.
Yeah, they should be there.
They're up further.
15, 20.
Really? I do not see them.
That
Well,
is unfortunate
there's
because
one
they are
here,
getting
right?
closer.
Yeah, so this one
Yeah.
runs over to Keenerin, and it will make a bite and claw attack. So bites
Yes,
up
I'm-
first.
Guess I'm back to using the stream. Everything loaded except
13.
the fucking monsters.
Yeah.
So
God.
I took the dodge action.
Oh right, yeah. Let me roll that again then.
Yeah, just to see.
13.
Okay, they both. Yep. 13 will hit.
Alright, so let's do the damage. So let's see. So 1d8 plus 2 piercing. So that's 8, 9, 10. So 10 piercing. Oh, and no wait. So target's okay. So you get that all of it. So yeah, so that's all the damage, and then you do so yeah, 11 damage total. And then you need to do a Constitution saving throw unless your spider is immune to poison or something.
I don't believe it is.
Okay, so DC 11 Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Yep. Constitution. Attributes. Constitution saving throw.
Yeah, you're fine. And then it will try and claw you.
Kinorn would be knocked out of his spider shape.
Okay. So yeah, you are knocked out of your spider shape, and then this thing claws
that's a
you.
weak giant spider.
Yeah, it only has 11 hit points.
Jesus.
Yeah.
All right, so
I am taking the dodge action, so that would be done with disadvantage.
that's very true. Let me do that again. So 16.
16 will hit. That hits my AC.
Yeah, that's 5 slashing damage. So yeah, we go over to Salam then. So yeah, I can kind of help you out there.
So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It's right there, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't see my spiritual weapon either, so can you move my spiritual weapon over to it?
Yeah. So I'll put that next to the enemy.
Okay. And then I am going to make some attacks.
Yeah.
Let's do the flail first.
Yeah, that's gonna hit.
5 to hit. Okay. I wish there was a way to add my divine strike damage onto this thing, but I don't know how to work Foundry that well, so I'll just have to roll the d8.
Nice. So that's 12 bludgeoning.
Plus 3, so 15 damage on that strike.
Nice.
And then spiritual weapon. $25 to hit for 13 damage.
Nice. So yeah, 2 solid hits there. It looks like you did a decent, sizable chunk of its health there. Anything else?
That is going to be it. That's my full movement, action, and bonus. So.
All right, very good. Okay, so this one will now try and fire a web at Azza again. He's still dodging though, right? So that'll be at disadvantage.
Still dodging somehow.
All right, that's a miss. So we'll go over to Agatha. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Salam, you would have got kind of... You need to wade through the webbed bits there. So as you kind of enter the bit that doesn't have burnt away webbing, can you make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw?
Oh, I'm having to go through webs?
Yeah. It's the entire area is like heavily webbed.
Where isn't webbed?
Where the X's are. So,
that's it? Like even in the middle here is webbed?
So this middle bit is like entire where like all these skeletons are. It's like just heavily webbed. To like this is like
because it just looks like it looks like the sides are webbed, but it looks like the middle is fairly clear.
Well, yeah, but it's webbed heavily along the path to try and catch people along the way. So kind of once you get past like this point here, the webbing would be fine.
Gotcha.
So yeah, you would be fine with that. But yeah, so if you step into a square where there hasn't been burned away, yeah, you need to do the saving throw. So yeah, Agatha, sorry, back to you.
Agatha would move up over to here. So dexterity save.
Yeah, DC. Yeah, what was it, 12, I think. Yeah, DC 12. Yeah. No problems.
And she'll dodge.
Okay. Alright, you start dodging. Very good. Over to Keenerin then, if that's everything.
Yep.
Keenerin would like to take his quarterstaff and do some shillelagh.
Yeah.
Hitting this boyo here, who knocked him out of his spider, and he says, I was quite enjoying that, thanks.
Kind of just hisses at you.
I just can't believe a giant spider doesn't have more than 11 HP.
17 hits.
Right.
I mean,
Alright.
not a moon druid. so
It's
it
a
can't get
vegan
too
giant
strong.
spider.
It's a vegan giant spider. Alright, yeah, 8 bludgeoning magical damage to that thing. Very good. Alright.
That would be it for Keenerin.
Okay, let's see. So that one, roll a d6. Okay, so it needs to move forwards. So it's 5. Ooh, where was it? So 5, 10, 15, 20. So it's gonna run over to Agatha, and Agatha's dodging, so it'll be at disadvantage. So it will bite first. So 12, I'm guessing that misses, and it will try and claw.
Ooh.
20.
Yeah, that hits.
Alright, so you will take 5 slashing. Alright, over to this one here. So it will fire a web towards Salam. Okay, and it will miss. And we'll go over to Kane.
All right. Everybody's probably looking okay. I will Eldritch Blast the one by Agatha.
Mm-hmm. .22, that hits for 10. Alright, nice. 13, yeah, that hits as well for 9.
Damn.
Very good, so yeah, 2 solid hits.
How's that one looking?
A little bit better than the one Salam has been slamming, but yeah, that was a big portion of its health pool.
I will spend.
Not bloodied though.
Why not? I'm gonna spend 2 sorcery points to quicken spell the magic missile, the one in front of Salam.
Alright. Yeah, roll them bones, see how much damage you do. So 3. Okay, 7.
Nice.
So 12 damage. Nice.
That's my turn.
Alright, very good. Over to Azza then.
Alright, what would it cost me to move into this space?
You can move into it, you would just have to do a dexterity saving throw to avoid getting ensnared in the webbing.
Can you tell me what the penalties of ensnare are? Because my dex saves are
Let's
shit.
have a look. Let's see. You become you just become restrained by the webbing. So yeah, just restrained. And then you'd need to do it like you'd need to bust on out by doing a check or just trying to cut away the webbing.
Could I move into Agatha space, set this area on fire, and then go into that spot?
Is that, let me just have a look underneath Agatha. So Agatha is in a space where there's webbing, so if you move anywhere where there isn't a blue cross, you would need to do the dexterity saving throw. I mean, you could move into here. Even if you fail, you would be in that spot. You'd just be restrained in that spot, so you could still attack from there, adjacent.
Oh yeah, they are. The cans on stream are like cut in half, and the top half is below.
Or what?
Yeah. Oh, and then it just went to ad.
Let me have a look.
Well, you stopped streaming, so it's fixed.
Yeah, that was my bad.
Oh, on.
Oh, because the live.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
get
I
you.
try to share screen so Swizz can see it real time. Don't mind me, I'm just being an ass.
I just needed him to zoom out so I could actually see the whole field and see what was going on.
I could
'Cause it
zoom
was
out
zoomed
on
in
the
super
stream.
far.
Let's zoom out a bit. There we go. That should be a bit better for you. Yeah, I need to tweak the settings on the auto cam. Kind of zoom it out a bit more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's been a bunch of updates to certain things, so I think things have gotten screwed up. But yeah, that should give you a better view. So yeah, Azza, what's the plan?
I don't like it, but I gotta have a turn. So
Yeah, so you step into there, do a dexterity saving throw. Alright, yeah, you are not restrained, and you're in
didn't
that
see that one
spot.
coming.
Yeah. So yeah, you're free to swing at this creature.
Ah, bitch. Wait. How does this work? I already forgot how I set Booming Blade to work. Alright, let's try this and hope it works. No, it didn't because I made a template. Oh well.
Boom.
Okay. That was unfortunate. Here, just regular stuff.
14 hits. For 15 slashing. So you miss with your booming blade, but you hit with your slash attack.
Well, I didn't roll the hit with the Booming Blade, so if
Oh.
we just ignored that.
I get you, yeah. So yeah, that hits, and then it's affected by booming blade, right? So 28 hits, another 14, yeah. All right, so that creature looks pretty bad.
Okay.
All right. So let's go over to this guy here. Roll a d6. Okay. This one was attacking Keenerin, but it took a mighty walloping from Salam, so it will turn to try and attack Salam. 19, that's gonna miss, and then it's gonna claw at you and miss again. So over to Salam.
Okay. How's this one looking?
It's looking pretty banged up. Definitely bloodied.
Okay. I will attack with my book flail first, then. Boom!
Alright. Roll that crit.
Oh, this is going to be a lot of damage.
Yeah. Probably gonna finish it off, but let's see.
Okay, and then
So
I get an
14.
extra 2d8 as well for my Divine Strike.
Another 10.
So 24.
Yep, perfect amount. Yeah, you deliver the final blow to this creature, and it collapses dead.
And then if you could, por favor, move my spiritual weapon over to the one by Agatha and Azza, and I will attack that one.
Yeah.
I wish there was like an attack thing on here so I didn't have to go to my spell book to attack with spiritual weapon every time.
I could look into trying to make something maybe. Ooh, 15 hits.
15. Oof. 7.
7 damage. Alright, yeah. It's looking pretty bad, but it's still standing.
Yo.
Alright, over to this guy. Roll to recharge. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And it will attack Azza.
Bite.
So it will try and bite you. 16.
Miss.
And then it will claw you. And miss as well. Over to
Your
Agatha.
Alright. And yes, will put out some quarterstaff strikes against well, the only one she's in 5 feet of, so
Ooh.
Bad start.
Bad start, yeah.
well, I have a second.
Stub your own toe with your staff.
18, that'll hit. 5 bludgeoning,
Oh.
alright.
Sure, I'll use okay. Flurry of blows.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Oh
Ooh,
my god.
that's unlucky. Another
Alright.
crit fail, so yeah, that misses. Yeah, that hits. For another 7. Yep, that finishes it off. Yeah, you unleash a flurry of blows. It dodges one, but you manage to land a final blow in a critical area, and you hear something crunch and break inside, and it collapses dead. You fjelled it.
After 2 nat ones.
It was pretty banged up, so yeah. You managed to finish it off. Alright.
That's it.
Okay, so let's go over to Keenerin then.
Keenan will shoot a firebolt at this guy up here.
Yep.
Oh my god, this firebolt is so cursed.
Yeah, that's not gonna hit, unfortunately.
That was so close to hitting too.
Let me double check, make sure there's no bonus actions I can do. There is not. Okay, that's gonna be it for Keenerin.
Alright, over to this guy. Wow, they're not recharging. Let's see, 5, 10, 15.
I think you've rolled a
20,
3 on
25,
every single recharge.
30. Yeah, it's trying to get over to these guys. It's gonna move over to there and end its turn as it dashed over to Kane.
Why didn't it go to attack me? Just wondering.
It saw you decimate it. Maybe
Oh, okay.
you're
It's
too
afraid of me.
encased in metal. You want something that
Alright.
could easily be drained of its life juices.
Cool. Okay.
Also, I marinated myself when we were with the satyrs at the tree.
Oh, really? Okay.
Hickory.
Alright, Kane's gonna go ahead and shoot the one to the right of Azza.
Okay. 13 hits for 3 force. 20 for another 6. Yep.
I'm gonna turn it off so that it
9.
quits fucking zooming in when people talk.
It should be a setting for that.
He'll just move
Yeah.
up 5 feet and that's
Yep.
it.
Alright, over to Azza then.
Alright, it's me, Azza. Totally ready for his turn. And, swing at the one to my right
Mm-hmm.
with a blade that booms.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that hits. For 14 slashing, nice.
And there's an additional 4 on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then second swing, unmagical.
20 hits for 13. Alright.
13.
Mm-hmm. Alright, is that everything?
Seems like everything.
Alright, over to Salam.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I think an update must have reset settings, which is why maybe things are a bit screwy at the moment.
I am going to. Oh fuck, that's a bonus action. Oh well, that's a bonus action. That's fine. I am going to use Steps of Night.
Mm-hmm.
So I am going to fly up into the air.
Yeah, that will avoid the webbing.
Yep. And then I will land where my spiritual weapon is.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will attack. I'll attack the one in between me and Azza. There's one in between me and Azza, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you get advantage there. Yeah, that
Ooh,
hits.
so close.
So that's
And
10
D8.
plus 7, so 17. Yep.
Love Divine Strike. So nice. And I don't get to attack with my spiritual weapon this turn because I use my bonus action to fly.
Okay.
So.
Alright, over to this one here. So you see this one maneuver around to the back of Azza, and it kind of takes out a bit of webbing and then comes from behind using it as a kind of garrote.
No.
16, does that hit? What's your AC? 17. No, it does not.
Hey O'Brien. No. No.
Yeah, so it tries to like garrote you as if it was going to drag you off, but you kind of like bring up your blade and then kind of cut the bit of webbing it was going to use. Okay, over to Agatha.
Alright, so Agatha will do 2 quarterstaff strikes, bottom to top.
Mm-hmm.
So, hold on.
Oh, I thought that was going to be
Nice.
one
I
again.
know,
Hits.
I was about to. Why? I was about to say no.
Perhaps your fuzzy memory includes forgetting the basics of your training.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you hit the bottom one for 9, and
Alright,
then the second on the top one, right?
second top.
Okay, that hits for
Nice.
9 more damage. Very good.
If you don't use Flurry of Blows, you can make 1 unarmed attack, right?
I have no idea. I've never played a
free?
monk.
Without using a key point? I think you can.
I don't know, because I have an extra attack, and then
Yeah, you have extra attack, but then I'm pretty sure if you take the attack action, you can make 1 unarmed strike as a bonus action. I'm pretty sure. Because I watched a lot of Critical Role, and they had a monk on there, and she was always doing that.
I'll look it up right now while y'all doing that.
yeah,
Meanwhile, Agatha's swinging her quarterstaff around. He's like behind her, like having to like duck and dodge.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep, you're right. When you use the attack action with the unarmed strike or monk weapon on your turn, you can make 1 unarmed strike as a bonus action. The Roll20 Compendium.
Nice.
Okay.
Alright, so yeah, do your unarmed strike.
Yeah, so basically Flurry of Blows just gives you 1 extra attack.
Okay. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'll do that extra attack against the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, roll to hit. Let's see. So that's, that definitely hits for 8 damage. Nice.
It's supposed to be an unarmed strike, not quarterstaff, so I don't know if that matters on the damage roll or not. I don't know what your unarmed strikes do for damage. It might be the same.
Yeah, I'll just take the 8 for now to
it's
stop us slowing down. Oh, it's the same. That's alright then.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, so if that's everything, yeah, we'll go to... Oh.
I will use Hand of Harm
Ooh, Hand of Harm.
for next.
Another one necrotic, yeah?
5.
Oh, 5.
For some reason, it's not adding my
proficiency. Oh, wisdom modifier. Alright, cool. So yeah, you channel some necrotic energies into that final strike. Yeah, and you kind of see where you hit begin to bruise and kind of fester slightly. Alright. If that's everything, we'll go over to Keenerin then.
Yeah, he'll step on over here, take his quarterstaff. You know what? He'll move here. Why not? And try a shillelagh strike.
Are you
Alright.
using your quarterstaff with 2 hands?
Who? Keener or Agatha?
Agatha.
Yeah, I don't know. Would there be variant damage on that or something?
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
it's a versatile weapon, so it goes to a D10 if you use it with 2 hands. It looks like. That's what it says on my thing, anyway.
That's
Yeah.
about right.
It looks like I only have one
Let's see,
attack
quarterstaff.
ability with quarterstaff. It says versatile damage on there.
Yeah, if you hit damage fast, that's the normal, and then versatile should be the D10, or is that the D8? Oh yeah.
It says D10 on here.
Well, I mean, it's just been auto rolling damage for me.
Oh really?
So, I don't know.
Because it's
We
a
can figure it
D6
out
and then a
next time.
D8.
This is an easy fight, so we can figure it
Yeah,
out.
I don't
next
really
time.
understand.
Quarterstaff versatile is 1d8,
Oh,
according
this
to
thing
the
says it
weapon
wrong.
sheet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. One
That makes
D10
more
sounds like a
sense.
lot for a simple
Yeah.
weapon.
So you're doing the
Yeah.
right damage then. Yeah. So yeah, Keenerin, what do you do in that? Oh yeah, you hit with your shillelagh. Ooh, almost. 22 hits for 5
Shillelagh.
bludgeoning. Nice. Not quite. Still standing, although it looks to be on the verge of death there. Anything else?
That's it for Keenerin.
Alright, over to this guy who lunges at Azza with a similar kind of like
Meow.
string of web to try and
Meow.
garrot you.
Rude.
Oh, down.
These guys are
Push 'em
rolling
away.
like garbage.
Yeah, I'm saving all the good rolls for later. Alright, over to Kane. This one looks to be on the verge of death. And then the top one, it's damaged but not quite there.
I'll target the one then that looks more beat up.
Yeah, the bottom one is on the way out. Okay, that hits for 3. Not quite. Nearly. There we go. So yeah, you finish that final one off and you batter it with your Eldritch Blast. And the second one finishes it off.
And that'll be my turn.
Alright, Azza, there's one remaining. Just try to garrot you.
I hit it
23
with my
hits.
sword.
Yeah, 15 damage. That'll do it. Any more? Ooh. And
More booming.
one booming damage.
You said that finishes it?
No,
Okay. Nice.
it's still going. Let's see, another 21. That's gonna do it. Yeah, that gets that. Ooh, 16. Nice. Okay. Yep. Still standing, but very, very much nearly dead.
Gosh darn it! Oh the heck!
Yeah.
I
And if
pass.
all right, pass over to Salam.
Oh, it's still alive.
Yeah, barely.
Destroy
I'm sure you can finish it.
Cast it into the fire.
Okay,
No,
I'll
think I'll
attack
keep
with
it.
my flail.
Uh-huh. Okay, yeah, that's gonna hit for... Can you do enough? Oh. Let's see, so... that's
13.
13. Oh, one off. Still standing
Okay.
with 1 hit point.
Spiritual weapon.
Alright. Just need to hit.
Don't you put your juju on me.
Hey, don't say it like that.
See? As soon as he said it, I knew I was gonna miss. As soon as he fucking cursed me, I knew it was gonna miss.
I'm sorry.
Keep your fucking words off my dice, man. Don't be saying shit like that.
Yet the way you said too, clearly a curse.
Yeah, that was a fucking curse. I don't appreciate
It's
that.
the British magic there.
You know what,
My
though?
tea leaves to
The
cast a
dice roll-
curse.
The dice roll didn't show up on Foundry, so I don't
Uh-huh.
think it happened.
Okay. Okay, Agatha.
Look, do you see it? I don't see it.
I saw it. I remember
I don't
it.
see it. Where is it?
I'll check the VOD. Okay, over to Agatha.
Damn, check that VOD.
Give him a poke.
Alright.
All you gotta do is hit.
Yeah, yeah, that gets it.
Dick.
Alright, you finish off the final spider, and yes, there seems to be no other spider things around. Okay, so let's kind of wrap things up here. So, yeah. Okay, so I'll just kind of introduce the next area that we will look into at the start of next session.
Oh, but you know we won't be able to
So-
see it.
Can I do a survival check to try and get the venom from these things?
Yeah,
And
you can
maybe
do that.
I can use it in something. I don't know. Maybe it's worth something.
Mm-hmm.
Keener and I'll assist Salam.
Yeah, you guys do that while I kind of place you on the map here.
Good,
Oof.
good
Or
I
stick
want to
work.
use. Hold on. It's an ability check, right?
Yeah.
Good staff work, Miss Hilsey. Hillies.
There you go,
Oh,
an
there we
18.
go. 18, that's better.
Okay, yeah, you can harvest some venom with that. Yeah. How many were there? There were like 4. Let's roll a d4. Okay, so you can get 3 vials of poison from these things.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Okay. Alright, so I'll quickly introduce the next area and then we'll finish things up there. Okay.
Oh my god, the map loaded right away.
Okay, let's see now.
It's a miracle.
Okay, so gnarled bushes and dead or diseased trees surround a run-down wooden shack. A wisp of smoke rises from a rotted-out hole in the roof that is lined with fungus. South of the shack is a low stone wall that forms the perimeter of a large hole, while east of the building is a larger wooden structure covered with creeping vines. As you come closer, the sounds of voices suddenly emerges from the shack, and one occupant cackles wickedly, and the other 2 voices emit muffled whimpers and groans. You have a sneaking suspicion that you recognize this cackle, and Kane, your blood begins to boil with anger. And this is where we will end today's session. So we'll pick things up next week on Tuesday at the same time, 8 PM BST, where we'll find out what's going on in this new area. and what else this place has to offer us. Yeah, what's up?
I meant to ask earlier, but do you need splint mail armor? I have an extra pair of splint mail now. I don't know if that's better than what you have or not.
I guess it might be better. I don't remember where
now?
split mail is. Probably just have chain.
Yeah, I think splint will be better.
You can have it if you'd like it.
Yeah, let me have a look. Where's my splint? Yeah, I'll put that onto your character sheet and see if it's better. But yeah, so we're gonna wrap things up. So do you guys have anything to shout out before we finish up?
The only thing I have is on Thursday over at twitch.tv/Hawkensprocken we play Icewind Dale. Last session they destroyed the Demi-Lich Irialarthus. And that's kind of where we ended the session. So if you guys want to come see what happens next, come on by. That's 3 to 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, tune in for that.
I have been streaming some Elden Ring the last couple of nights. So I'm going to be streaming that over at twitch.tv/swizzle_13. I just put it in the chat. I also host a homebrew Ravenloft game every other Saturday, so it won't be this week, but it will be next week. We just had a session this past Saturday, so come on by. The party just dinged up to level 11, and shit is starting to get serious. 2 sessions ago, they just had a party member straight up die. And the last fight, they just fought a boss this last session, and they went unconscious probably a total of like 3 or 4 times between the parties. So stuff is getting real, and it's a pretty difficult campaign. So if you like good role play and challenging combat, then stop on by.
Nice. How is it going back to Elden Ring? I haven't really touched it since I finished it.
It's good, man. I'm doing a totally different build than I've ever done before. I'm doing just like a strength build with just like big weapons. I normally go for like quick, light characters with like lead weapons and stuff like that. So it's a totally different play style. So it's actually pretty fun.
Cool.
But yeah, I've been having a blast.
Yeah, good to hear. Anyone else got anything?
Yeah, you can find me at Swirl Daddy 7 over on Twitch. I've been looking to get into some new games. Got some demos that I'm looking at right now. I saw they had a big update for Stone Shard, so I'll probably be hopping on that for a little bit, see how that is, because that game is ruthless and I suck, so I die a lot. So come watch me rage.
Sounds good.
But shout out to Akron for DMing and everybody for playing.
Yeah, we've had a few issues, but hopefully they'll be sorted by next time.
And are we still on for tomorrow?
Oh yeah, we'll wrap that up tomorrow. Yeah, same time.
For the glory of the council.
Yes. All right. Anything else from anyone?
I've got nothing.
Okay.
Yeah, I stream occasionally.
Sound the horn. Doot doot.
Yeah, it's either games or something else.
Yeah, you doing that Indiana Jones one? That's the last thing I saw, I think, on your channel.
Yeah, I might not be continuing that game because it's been kind of it's a very 90s video game. So
fair enough.
Pink controls.
On the PC version, yes, I've been emulating the Nintendo 64 version because that has been an issue. But yeah, the game design itself has been tricky to maneuver, so I decided to just drop it. So I'm gonna be like brainstorming some more stuff I want to do. So
sounds good.
Figure that out.
Yeah.
I'll stream it.
Excellent. All right, I think that's everyone. So yeah, thanks for playing, guys. Hopefully things will go a bit smoother next week. I'll see if there's anything that could be fixed. But yeah, thanks for playing, and yeah, thanks for watching stream. Yeah, bye bye.
All right.
Good night.
Bye.
Goodbye. Woohoo.